What do we say to the god of death?
Not today! Sucker blue. I want to overreact. What was that? This is gonna be a good year. Not too shabby. The best game ever.
Hello and welcome to Hawks Recap. Game 79 has just concluded for the Hawks as they tie and then lose in overtime to the Winnipeg Jets by a score of 4-3. And with that overtime point and the fact that Colorado only got a single point in their shootout loss to the St. Louis Blues, the Blackhawks have officially staved off elimination for the time being. They are the last place team in the Central, and they're still technically alive for the playoffs with 3 games left to go. That's really ridiculous when you think about it. I thought the Hawks came out of the gate strong in this one, had a good first period. I thought they were the better team for a good chunk of the first period, although they would end up trailing by the end of it. 4 minutes into the first, Blackhawks get a power play and they would convert on it. Jonathan Toews takes a shot, gets some puck luck. Puck hits off a defender's stick and redirects 5-hole past Hellebuyck. Blackhawks gain the early 1-0 lead. Now, even though the Hawks are playing well, the Jets are the type of team that don't really need a whole lot of opportunities to make you look silly. And that's basically what happened midway through this first period. Forsling actually with a good defensive play, poke checking the puck away from Tanev. But unfortunately, the puck goes straight to Adam Laurie's stick, and he just snipes it top shelf short side over Crawford. Unlucky for Forsling. It was a good shot. It was a great shot. And this game is tied at 1 apiece. This game would look like it would go into the second period tied at 1, but then with about 30 seconds left to go, Roslovic with the puck basically right on the goal line, throws the puck on net, and it somehow squeaks by Crawford. Yeah, that's a demoralizing soft goal to give up at that point. Jets go up 2-1 heading into the second. Roslovic would score again 5 minutes into the second period to make it 3-1 Jets, and Blackhawks is just not looking good now. Thankfully, though, at this time, St. Louis was beating Colorado 2-0, so technically still in it at this point, although it'd be nice to see the Hawks come back. About a minute after that, a little bit of a broken play. Dylan Strome tries to pass the puck up to Patrick Kane in the neutral zone. Puck hops over Kane's stick, hits off the boards, and then ricochets right back into the center of the ice. Dylan Strome then picks it up, but he's one-on-one all alone with Hellebuyck, and he beats him and cuts the lead back down to 1. It's 3-2 Jets, and that's how it would go into the third period. Now, overall, that second period wasn't very good for the Hawks, although they come away even in that period, still only down a goal. But the Hawks took 3 penalties in that second period, really made it hard for them to kind of get the offense going. One of the reasons why the Jets outshot them 14-7. But Jets, their power plays, like I thought, the Hawks had a bad power play, or at least, for the majority of the season. Oh my gosh, Jets, why is your power play like that with the talent you have on your team? Like, literally, the Hawks have the worst penalty kill unit of, all time, basically. And you go 0 for 4 on your power play. Like, how? Now, the third period goes along, and it's fairly even. Hawks have some really good looks, some really good opportunities. Hits the post a couple times. Have some shots that just, I don't know how they didn't go in. And it's starting to look a bit grim now because all of a sudden the Avalanche have come back and tied it and sent the game into overtime against the Blues. So they get a point and they could possibly win in overtime, although the Colorado Avalanche are not a very good overtime team, as we saw in our game. But yeah, now it's getting really scary for the Hawks in terms of their playoff chances. The Hawks need to find a way to tie this game up, and with about 3 minutes left to go, Coach Colleton pulls Crawford to get the extra skater out there, and it works. The Blackhawks with offensive zone time with the extra man. The puck gets to Gustafsson. Fake one-time shot past the Toews down low. He finds Strome in the slot, and he puts it by Hellebuyck. And the Hawks tie this game up, get it to overtime, get a point, and guarantee themselves that they're not eliminated tonight. But in the overtime period, which was a good quality 3-on-3 overtime period, both teams with chances and everything like that, everything we want to see out of 3-on-3 overtime, But it doesn't go the Hawks' way. Instead, Kevin Hayes, the former draft pick of the Blackhawks, of course, is the one to end it. Makes a good move to get by Strome, puts it by Crawford, and the Jets win. The Blues beat the Avalanche in a shootout, so the Avalanche only get a point tonight. The Hawks get a point for going into overtime. They get to 80 points. Avalanche at 86. Hawks have 3 games remaining. Hawks win all 3 games, they can get to 86 points. But as you can probably do the math, that means that the Avalanche cannot get any more points. And the Avalanche do play Tuesday night, so we will know by the time the Blackhawks game starts on Wednesday whether or not they've been eliminated yet. Now, even if we do know that the Hawks are eliminated by the time our next game starts, I do encourage you to watch the remainder of the Hawks games for a couple of reasons. Number one, the Blackhawks finish off the season playing the Stars, the Blues, and the Preds. The Blues and the Preds are right up near the top of the division with the Jets, fighting for the division title. And the Hawks get to play a fun little role in helping decide those teams' fates. So that can be pretty fun. Remember last year when the Hawks beat the Blues really late in the year? Remember Duncan Keith's second goal of the year? 8 seconds remaining in the game to beat the Blues and essentially knock them out of the playoffs? Kind of a similar type of situation now, except we don't actually get to knock anyone out of the playoffs. But still, it could be fun. And reason number 2, it's hockey. Once these games are over, at least for the Hawks, we don't get any more until October. So enjoy it while it lasts. So with that, I say thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on the game and the team's performance and their playoff lives down in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. That's just one of the things I appreciate about you. Until next time, though, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you then.